Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Pamela. Welcome to my channel, Beauty Within Me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you've been to my channel before, welcome back. And if you are a subscriber, how you doing?
Figure, and she's big enough to handle her own situation. Um, but for me, the way I feel right now is like she's kind of out there by herself, and she doesn't have any support except the great support that she has from, I call them, you guys, the millimeters. Everybody else say millimeters, but she has great support and love from you all. But as far as like feel like a family member, in her corner to have more support, I don't see it there. And a lot of times we don't get involved because we know a lot of that stuff comes with the territory. What's going on, Southern Butterfly? Um, so, but I just feel like the need for me, it had to be addressed. A couple of things had to be addressed. I thought about addressing something, that, especially when it comes to guys. Women, um, ladies, y'all can go back and forth with her and all that. I'm fine with that. But when it comes to men, attacking, that's a whole different story for me. And I let some stuff go back a couple of months ago with a guy that kept on running his mouth saying stuff about her. And, and I started to get on and say some stuff then, but I was like, no, just let it go. Let it go. Let the girls go do what they do. So, I just kept quiet. Um, I sure will, Gina. Thank you, Tanya. I'll let him know. So yeah, a couple of things, pretty that bothered me. And I appreciate after I heard um Monkey Dine comments, I went back and listened to some other people comments, and I've been chit chat with QT was killing. Queen Sheba always. Now I listen to, like I said, I get a couple of people on my Instagram page that send me um, some bloggers comments, and I listen to them, and I think a lot of times we get some good information from them, and they have very good perspectives. But I think when you're a blogger and you just one sided, that's I feel it's not right. And another thing is if you one sided against my sister, then of course I'm not gonna like that, but I don't deal with it. I just let it go. So just to let y'all know, I'm not a blogger. Um, what else I need to put? Everything I say is alleged. Everything I do is alleged. What else they be saying about all that stuff? Whatever, whatever, whatever. I'm just the person talking. So I just want to address a couple of things. So old boy made a comment. Let me go back to my original page. Made a comment about I found myself having negative emotions and feelings, my mood being altered over people that I don't know, and off of a piece of programming on television. I feel the same way when it comes to bloggers. I found myself, or I'll say a blogger, I found myself becoming emotionally drained and feeling my mood being altered over some comments that you made, about my sister. And so I guess it's the same way you feel about the things that have taken place because of the way the fans react to the show. And so you decide you're not going to watch. And obviously you haven't been watching because just about everything you said was not true. Um, you understand you got too close to the situation. So you kind of know how I feel. I'm real close to the situation too. So it is a different feeling when you are really close to the situation. I'm close to the situation because it's my sister. You're close to the situation now, obviously, because of some unknown factor. And some people will say they know what the factor is, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't know what the factor is. Um, you made a comment. You said you've gotten too close to the situation. You said A, like those people. No, you said the fans get too close to the situation because A, like they know these people. B, like they were there. Then you said C. Well, actually, you said three, but you meant to say C. You said three, like y'all produced the show. So, you know, obviously, you've been getting some information from somewhere. So you've been getting some cake or some hot dogs from somewhere. So for you to know what's really going on, because I listen to a lot of comments that people make, and I agree, a lot of them don't know what's going on. And a lot of the comments are incorrect. It's close, but it's not quite there. And so you making a comment about people talking about what they don't know because they were not there. They don't produce the show. Um, so obviously that lets me know that you're somewhere, get some information, some inside information. And so one thing, one thing that struck me was a few months, about 2 years ago, you were making some comments about Melody that were like very harsh. When I first heard of you, I'd never heard of you before. And you were making some very harsh comments. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to say something. But after I ended up on the show, I did notice that your comments changed about Melody. For whatever reason, she became a person that you liked. And then you start getting on those other people, addressing their situation and pointing out their flaws, which were true. But now all of a sudden, because you're getting cake, you're eating cakes and hot dog from this table over here, now you want to come back around and everything you can say is negative about Melody. So I don't know. It's like double-minded, unstable, just really just crazy to me because your perspective of a person should not change so drastically. Like for the show, for me, I'll just put it up there. Marcel. I like Marcel from day one. I didn't know him from watching the show. I was like, okay, he's pretty cool. I like Marcel. I don't have a problem with Marcel at all. My feelings, and even though what I see on the show has taken place, my feelings haven't really changed. I just put in my mind that it's TV and try not to get into it. You know, we don't have no relationship. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a relationship with him, but he's been the same since I've been watching the show to me. And I mean, he's a likable person on the show. So I don't understand how, if you are a blogger and because Melody hasn't changed, she's doing the same thing that she's changed a little bit because she's not fooling with people that mean her no good. But other than that, so I don't see how you can go from I don't like this woman, which you don't know or you didn't know then all of a sudden you start liking her, you're making positive comments about her, then now you're making negative comments. I mean, which is crazy. I mean, but for me, just check the source. Problem I had, I think, most with everything that I heard from the comments were the continuous use of the word bitch. And I know what a person would say in your position. I never called Melody a bitch, but you inferred bitch. Now we know bitch can be used as a term of endearment for some people. Like Trina say she the baddest bitch, which is, hey, she bad. So, if you were saying Melody is a bad bitch, then it's kind of okay, but it's really not. But, I can get with that a little bit. But when you start saying stuff like, a bitch is beefing with my cousin and let that bitch say anything beyond hello to me, I'm not sitting up here having no conversation with this bitch, that's negative to me. That's in a very distasteful, honorary, like hateful way of using the word bitch. And you use it a couple of times too many, which I didn't like. And obviously a whole lot of other people didn't like. Because my thing is this, you wouldn't want nobody calling your mammy a bitch or inferring that bitch had a bitch. I mean, it just wouldn't be right. So I think you ought to think about what you say and how you say it. If you're going to be a blogger to me, you should have some balance. And somebody said a journalist, no damn journalist, because a journalist is unbiased. They report information. They tell information. They report facts. You report an opinion. So to me, you are whatever you call it, whatever you are. But just make sure you have your information right. So obviously you get information from the other people because you saying you didn't watch the show the last 2 seasons, but now you're going to watch it. I guess you're going to start watching it now because you went down to Huntsville and had some kind of potatoes, double baked potatoes that were brought to the house where you were or something for the Juneteenth weekend. So now everything is good. I'm in this corner, and everything I'm going to say is about this person is going to be negative. But you can say anything you want about Melody because she's strong enough to handle her own. Now, I do know that. She's strong enough to handle her own. Say whatever you want, but watch the bitch word. I don't like the bitch tone. Because first of all, you don't want nobody calling you no names that, are derogatory. Because I don't. I don't even want you to infer a name on me as derogatory. Because I'm not going to like it. You're not going to like it. So pretty much, one other thing that bothered me, when it came out about a naked picture in Marceau's phone, and the camera hit Melody's face. Now, one of the bloggers, I don't know if it was Queen Sheba or Chit Chat with QT, made the comment, you don't know if the production grabbed that smile from another situation and put it there. You don't know. So you made a comment. She's laughing and she's glad to hear that a person's marriage is possibly going to be destroyed. She can't destroy nobody's marriage, first of all. And I took from when I saw her face on that was feeling like she was being vindicated, because all this time some person has been saying they don't know nothing about cheating. I ain't never seen nothing. You a lie, because you obviously been knowing about it for over 11 years or 14, however many years you said. And then you said, somebody said it was a heart on there. I don't even know if they had hearts and all that lights back then, 11 years ago with the phones. So, I mean, a lie don't care who tell it. It just wants to be told. And if you're going to do something, tell the truth. And I can verify. I haven't caught her yet lying. And I'm not saying that because Melody is my sister. But one thing about, I just say us, we ain't going to lie because we don't know how. If we lie, we're going to get caught. I will get caught, so I don't even know how to lie. I won't even try. And she's not going to lie. She's going to be straight up. It is what it is. Like, if you know something about me, what? I'm not going to die from it, because I've come to the knowledge of knowing one person's shit don't smell no worse than the other person's shit. So whatever you got on me, it couldn't be no worse than what the next person or yours. So I don't think she's gloating and happy about or hoping that someone's marriage ends, or that they're having problems, because she's not that type of person, because she really could care less. If you knew her movements, you will know that she don't really care. She don't get into that. So you obviously don't know her, and I can guarantee you never will, because she won't. Oh, I'm gonna start cussing. She don't F with people like you, and she won't. It'll be high and by. Like you said, Kiki would do if your cousin was beefing with somebody, it might be a hello and a bye. That's how it'll be with you for the rest of your life. It'll be a hello and a goodbye. Trust me. Um, so that's all I just want to say. Just remember that she does have some people in her family that's on her side. We just don't say nothing because we try to stay out of this, because it is public, bigger type stuff. It's a show. But when you start making some of these bad comments, like, hey, that stuff bothers me. And it bothers her family as well. So, I got a whole lot more I could say, but I think I'm through. How about that? Um, Yeah, and then I see a comment that says, "So glad someone is coming out and protecting Mel." Yeah, I mean, she has protection. First of all, she's protected by angels. And if you look at Melody, and I'm not saying this because she's my sister, it's just the real deal. Somebody made a comment, one of the bloggers, Queen Sheba or QT or the other one. It's one more that I really like as well, that has some sense when they talk and they can communicate it real clear. They brought up the fact that Carlos said that he saw something in her. That's basically why he, wanted to do the show. Not because she's my sister, but yeah, it is something special about it. It just is. And if you don't like it, it's just, you just don't like it, because it has to be because of hate, jealousy, or something. But some people just have that it. And she just got it. So, I mean, hell, you can't take it away from her. It just is what it is. So, if you don't like that movement, you don't like what it is, that's just you. But she can't, that's something that she can't change. Not when God gave it to her. He put it in her. So, I mean, haters gonna hate. And then another comment that was made, which is crazy to me. I just thought about that. He don't get along with nobody on the show. Hell, why would you get along with somebody on the show or people on the show that's constantly got something negative to say about you? And then another one, they ain't doing nothing. I mean, really, she don't have time for that. So is it that she ain't getting along with them, or they not getting along with her? So you don't really know all the parts. You may know a piece, but then you got to remember, everybody got a side. So it's male side, their side, and the truth. So then you have to determine what you're going to believe is truth. And if you believe that is truth, that's your perspective. That's your reality. That's your reality. But that doesn't mean that's how it is. So if you're going to get that side of the story because you're being paid or whatever it is.
Hey, my beauties. I'm on camera. 1 second. That's one thing. When you put on lip gloss that got color on it, and you put on like a matte kind, it looks like it's dry. But anyway, Did you guys see the Instagram? I'm pretty sure a lot of you already saw it, but I just want to give a different spin on my thoughts. I just want to talk about just like a little brief tidbit that Melanie brother Marcus had said in the video. And what he said in the video, it started opening up my mind, and I started thinking and I started relating to Melanie. And once you're able to get the whole story, that's with anything. You got to understand, a lot of our opinions come from what we see on television show. But one thing about Huntsville that is a lot different than a lot of casts is, even after the season wrap, they still have so much drama just happening on social media. And if you only look at one side of the story, your outlook will be very biased. So that's why I always say I am a fan of everyone, so I can look at the whole story and see wrong and see fault in everyone. But this right here, this part, what he said was, Carlos King said he saw something in Melanie. That's why he picked up the show and he wanted to create Love and Marriage Huntsville, because he saw something in Melanie. He saw a star. So put yourself in Melanie's shoes, okay? If you look at the first season of Huntsville, Alabama, I don't care what nobody say, everybody look a whole lot better. Everybody's bodies look a whole lot better. You know, some people are doing a whole lot better than they was on the first season, first episode. So if you're Melanie, you came up with an idea and you put money in everybody's pocket that's on that stage. And then mind you, like I said on my previous video, I always thought that it was Melanie and Martell who brought Destiny on the show, since, you know, Destiny and Martell was friends when they was 15. But it wasn't. It was Melanie who brought Destiny on the show. So when you brought people on the show, put money on people's pocket, and then you feel, then, you know, when they start acting brand new with you, you're going to feel hurt. You're going to feel hurt. You know, thank goodness and luckily, she ain't come out her mouth and say, if it wasn't because of me, you guys wouldn't be on this platform. So that's good she didn't say that. You know, because I can only imagine what she feels, just like Mariah on Married to Medicine. I'm pretty sure she feel like that. You know, you came up with a show idea and they took her completely off the show. You know, that hurts. But I can understand where Carlos King saw something in Melanie. That's the only reason why the show came on the air. And now all of you all want to be coming at me when it wasn't because of me. None of you guys will be collecting a check. Is it right what everybody does on that show? No, but I can understand where she's coming from. You know, I'm not even at their level, and just in my personal basic life, because like I have a career outside of YouTube. I'm not as lucky as Funky Geneva, where he said he don't have to go and work a 9 to 5. He get up when he want to and live his life, and that's a blessing you able to do that. But unfortunately, I have to work a 9 to 5. I have a family I have to take care of. But if you're someone like Melanie, when you got blessed with this opportunity, you brought people along with you, and now everybody is doing good. Now they're acting funny with you. And let me tell you something. When you do get success, when God blesses you to come from one level to another level, and you get success, honey, you better not let that get to your head. You better not let that get to your head, honey, because the same God that giveth, the same God that taketh. And what I mean by that is, I saw one blogger's channel, and it had Letitia's mama up there, and Letitia's mom was up there just bragging on, like, yeah, Tisha, Marcel about to get another black, and they got this and they got that, and she was downplaying, you know, Melanie's success, trying to make it seem like Tisha and Marcel's success was better than Melanie. No, you wrong for that. You wrong for that too, Miss Wanda. I don't know what Miss Wanda got against this woman, against Melanie. Because anytime you hear Melanie Mama speaks, Melanie Mama is just speaking to just basically take up for her daughter. She's not disrespecting nobody. She's taking up for her daughter. But Miss Wanda, she just be talking sometimes left field, just disrespecting people. Like, and you need to realize, Miss Wanda, that the only reason, let me tell you, I'm not saying that if Marcel and Teacher wasn't on this show, that they wouldn't have been able to get Chocolate in a Bottle and Black, blah, blah. But Chocolate in a Bottle and Black, I don't care what nobody say, and I'm not even going to say allegedly, would not be at the level of success that it is if it was not for this show. It's a lot of bloggers that talk about Chocolate and Bottle and do all this and that because they know them because of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So if it wasn't for this show on network or national platform giving them free marketing, they would not be able to be at the success where they're at now, where they're able to open up another Black and do this and that. So this girl, by her coming up with her idea and her spouse at the time, Martell, assisting her with being able to get in touch with Carlos King and bring the idea to him and it coming to fruition. If it wasn't because of them, nobody will be at the level of success that it is now. I'm just saying, because this show is offering you the best gift in the world, free marketing. Marketing is very expensive. And for you to be able to get free marketing, and what I have to tell everybody is, I know some people don't like Candy Burris, but let me tell you something. She is one person you will never know that girl is not girl. She's a woman, a wife, and mother. You will never know that she's a multi-millionaire and the success that she's at because she's so humble. She seems like somebody you could just approach. And like, you know how some people just have a YouTube channel and they just be acting like they just all up here and all you got is a doggone YouTube channel. This girl got businesses and a multi-millionaire and she acts so humble. And you need to understand, humbleness is the best character you can have. Because God blesses a childlike spirit. Humbleness is one thing that's just like a childlike spirit. That's why you always see Candy, when she come out with businesses, everything she touch turns to gold. The people who surrounding her, that's her friends, are blessed as well. So she got that spirit that even if you can get 5 inches close to her and you're in her circle, you're going to be blessed only on the screen because you know her. Because when she's blessed, she's somebody who doesn't mind sharing success and sharing how you can get to the next level. She don't really care because she feel like there's enough money out there for everybody to get. But that's all I want to just get up here and talk about is what she said. Like what she said was just like dirt wrong. Like Miss Wanda shouldn't have even brought that girl business, trying to say like the clothing line was. But I'm so glad that the women that were on that YouTube with her was correcting her and let her know, no, she makes money off her line that's on 7th Avenue and she has support. So I'm glad that they checked Miss Wanda. But like I said, Melanie feels the reason that she feel, on my opinion, just like her brother state, because Carlos King saw something in her. He saw a star in her, and she helped everybody on that show, on that stage, get an opportunity to shine their light. And now she feels like if it wasn't because of her dream, if it wasn't because of her idea, nobody would be on that stage. Nobody in the world would know any of those people's name. And now she feels like now they're all trying to turn their back on her. Everybody done felt like that in friendships where you may have helped a friend. And then when they feel like they're on a different level now, then they act like they don't know you or they're acting funny. But only thing you can do is, like she said, she just continued to pray. And she knows that God is her source. And she's just focusing on her kids right now and her inner peace. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Please like, share, subscribe. And I just thank you again. Thank you for everyone who's supporting my channel, because it's very hard when you're trying to start a new channel. And I can tell you, it's Martin Luther King Day today. Thank you so much, Martin Luther King, for the sacrifices that you made so that we can be able to even have that simple opportunity like this with having a YouTube channel. You know, things wasn't as easy for us then as they are now. But I do want to shine a light on the situation. Us as a people, we need to support each other. If somebody is new and they're reaching out to you to just ask a simple question, if you can, give me some ideas or share my video or this and that, please support people, because at the end of the day, it doesn't cost you anything to support somebody. It's free. It's free to support. But again, thank you so much for tuning in my channel. Hope you have a wonderful day. Happy Martin Luther King Day. And if no one told you today, I love you, but God loved you first. Bye, my beauties. Bye-bye.